Do chickens eat the sting wings? Good morning, y'all. Back here in the bathroom working on this floor project again. I got the subflooring finished, had to go out to Lowe's and get more supplies. You know how that is. And today I'm going to get cracking on the finishing of it. Sat down and talked with the family, seeing what look we wanted to go for and what was in our budget. So nothing. Fortunately though, there was another project that was done here a few years ago, and we have some leftover vinyl locked together flooring. So math tells me we have enough to do this whole area. This is what we're gonna go with. So the plan for today is at least to get the prep work done for it, pull off all the quarter round, maybe start laying a few of the longer pieces that we don't have to cut, and make templates for the ones that we do. I am gonna pull the toilet and run the flooring up underneath it. I got a new wax ring, the whole 9 yards. It should be one smooth, continuous floor all the way across. I've also got a whole mess of caulk, silicone caulk, to fill in all the gaps around the tub, so hopefully this doesn't happen again. So here's the finished subflooring. We've got 3/4 inch. I went and got marine ply. It's a little more expensive, but it is treated to handle the wet. And then on top of that, I just have 1/4 inch plywood to help smooth everything out. The vinyl floor does have enough rigidity that even if the gaps don't line up quite right, if I get one of the edges of the vinyl on the seam, it should still hold. There shouldn't be any bowing, and I think it'll look nice. So when the contractors laid this floor, when they built the house, they used a different type of flooring for the actual wet areas, which is smart. I don't know that vinyl flooring existed in this form back when this house was built, and laminate, when you drop water on it, it swells up. And if you've ever had laminate floors, you've probably dealt with this issue. This is a Jack and Jill bathroom, so it's a complete pass-through. There's a sink on either side of the commode. And when they laid this down, they did not think about lining the board patterns up. So I went and did some measuring, and the boards do not line up across the rooms. It's off by a little bit, but enough to be noticeable. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna line it up with one side here. Probably this side that I'm standing in now, because it's our guest room side. We have 2 beds. This is where friends and family stay when they come and visit. So we're going to line it up on this side, and we'll have the misalignment over on the far side, which is going to be the kids' room, and I don't think it will bother them all that much. But before I can get started laying this floor down, I got to clean up all this stuff that's underneath and do a little bit of prep work. I started to cut the flooring with my razor knife, and I realized how difficult it was going to be to get a nice flush cut. Yeah, it can be done, and we have 1/4 round, so it's a little forgiving, but whoo, sorry about that. The day star is so bright. So I started cutting that floor, and I really just want to make quick, consistent cuts. I remembered I have a table saw. I know it's overkill, and it'll probably burn the vinyl a little bit, but still, it'll be much faster. And again, those edges are going to be covered by 1/4 round and other trim, so I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Coming out here to the woolly shed to, oh gosh, to get out the table saw. It's been out here a while. I don't even know if it really still works, but here's the woolly shed. I'm not hesitant because it's woolly. I'm hesitant because it's been left alone for so long that it is just full of wasps and hornets and all kinds of stingwings. You can see up there, there's some of those little stingy guys. Here's the table saw I want to get. Even more stingwings. Those are just the ones I can see. There's probably a bunch hidden under the table, and I kicked the toolbox the other day and I heard buzzing. So I am just going to try to get in and out of here as quickly as possible. So of course, as I'm moving this thing out, I start getting dive bombed, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Then I get it outside. I don't know what it is, but it's mad at me. It's definitely mad at me. Come around this way. Oh, that's good. Just mash it down in there. That was a little bit anticlimactic, but oh geez, spoke too soon. Look, I don't know if y'all have ever been to North Carolina or if you're from North Carolina, but there are spiders and wasps and hornets down here, and there are hornets that eat the wasps and wasps that eat the spiders. My first week down here, we found some type of blue and red stingwing looking thing dragging a dead wolf spider. I mean, this thing was 4 times its size. It was just dragging it home to its spawn, I'm sure, to eat. But I mean, wolf spiders are creepy enough. Now you got something that kills a wolf spider, eats a wolf spider, and then drags its carcass around? Get out of here. I've never been to Australia, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot like this. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, y'all, there's another one. I got the creepy crawlies so bad from climbing up in there. I'm like gun shy to touch this thing. Whew. All right, gotta press on. I cannot win today. Now the outlet I need to use is full of wasp nests. I don't see anybody in there climbing around. That doesn't mean they're not there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, so I have no idea when the last time this sucker was even turned on, or the last time that outlet was used. So, here goes nothing. Alright. Looks like I've got a functional table saw to do this project with. More stinglings. What did you guys get? Oh, a frog! Oh man, they got a frog! Alright, so I got the first, most difficult cuts in around the toilet, around the sinks. We have a central vacuuming system, and there are two vents underneath the vanity sinks. They were a pain to cut around, but still, it's done now. So going forward, it's just going to be long boards for the next little bit. Shouldn't have to do any cutting or trimming. Hopefully, we'll see. This part's going to be pretty boring. Hopefully I can actually knock this out. It's just before noon. Maybe I can get it done before dinner time tonight. Alright y'all, it's been a long day. It took me a lot longer than I thought it would. But we're just about finished. I got the floor down through most of it. I've still got some odd cuts left to do in front of the tub and down on the other side. But I'd say it looks pretty good. So now we have caulking and quarter round left to do. And then we'll put the transition strips on and we're done. So really not that much left. Let me show you. Alright, pardon my construction mess here, but I've got to put the threshold back on over here and the quarter round down to cover my mistakes. And I've just got this little strip to do in front of the bathtub, and then in through here I've got one more long piece I have to trim down, and then a threshold and some quarter round, and we are done. I am very ready for this project to be over, moving on to the next. It's taken about 2.5 days of work so far, but I really like the way it looks. I was a little skeptical at first of how it was going to look. I'm actually a huge fan of it now. I better be, because this is just how it's going to be. Well, I hope you all liked this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell, the whole 9 yards, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Did that whole spiel the microphone facing the wrong direction. The whole thing, microphone facing.